and Ottawa. Justin St. Pierre working with him. And on the lines, it's Steve Barton and Kyle Murchison. 2 points separate these two teams. Ottawa 9th in the East. New York is 6th.
Recording was
between these two. First of 3 between these two.
When they acquired Bobby Ryan, they knew they had a guy who could score some goals. He had a slick set of mitts. He could make you look silly if you're not paying attention. And right here, again, off a good breakout, he makes Girardi look silly, going right through him. Just doesn't get the pass through, but he's known as a goal scorer, but he's also got great vision of the ice. And here he finds Condra right out in the slot.
Spencer to take the draw.
And then he buries it hard for his 13th of the year. A power play goal for the New York Rangers that knocks this game all up at 1.
For Richards, that is his 3rd.
Great for the organization.
Thanks so much for doing this. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you. Happy Canada.
Thanks a lot, guys. Back up to you.
All right, Ralph, thank you very much.
It seems like Canada Day, doesn't it?
It does.
It is Canada Day in a way. And congratulations to Tim Murray as well. I think the one thing that you have to understand is when you have quality people who are good at what they do in your organization, you can't keep them on.
Other people want them.
Yeah, it's impossible, and it's good that they move on. It's a feather in the cap of the Senators.
His version, he said, same mustache, less hair. Guys?
Smaller glasses. Ivan theaters there on his eyes, but great story there. The add-on to that was that Paul McLean was released from that.
Beside the Ottawa net, and Carcillo and Chris Neal reintroduced themselves to each other.
It wasn't like, some guys had to work all summer. Whatever you were doing, you didn't obviously have all that ice time to go to and work on your game. So for Paul McLean, buying that extra time, willing to pay his own way to stay in Hull, gave the coaches a better chance and a longer chance to look at him, and at the end of the day ends up playing for Team Canada. Goes on to play for the Winnipeg Jets. And both these guys not only having good careers as players growing up, and of course Paul, the Winnipeg Jets, and scored a ton of goals. Continuing.
Played CIS, played it for a year at Dalhousie as well. A zag, and the intended pass slides all the way down ice for an icing call.
You think they don't want him skating it out? 2 guys down low waiting just to corral him, as the puck seems to be following Brad Richards around. He's already got a goal and a couple of good scoring chances, and there he feeds a nice one into Hagelin, who gets a pretty good goal scoring opportunity. Good save by Anderson.
Got a chance to get in a position to touch it. Brings the icing call and a face-off back down in the New York end.
You see more and more teams doing this. Look at the 4 Rangers all in the corner. You know the offensive team's going to forecheck 2 guys on the puck. So you got 2 guys in there, but you got 2 more sitting off the pile. And what those guys do is they take the loose puck and they create the breakout. And that's how you exit your zone. It used to be 1 defenseman always in front, 1 in the corner, and then your centerman moved around. Now it's like a collapse plus. They take
side call.
Mika Zibanejad, since his move to center, I think he's played some real inspired hockey. Here he gets in on the forecheck and a pretty good solid hit to try to dislodge the puck, and then deep in his end, gets down and blocks the shot and gets in the way of the puck, and that's exactly what you want. I think he's just more comfortable at the center position. Sometimes as a young player, you don't always get to play the position that you want to because of sheer numbers. But with the injury to Jason Spezza, it moved Mika into that spot, and I think he showed the coaching staff that it's a good spot.
Team Canada on the road to the Olympics with up-to-the-minute results, news, stories, and more at cbc.ca/Olympics.
Not sure if the Rangers' penalty killing was that good or Ottawa just not that good on the power play. After McCulloch broke his stick, they got nothing going, and then by the time they got the MacArthur, Turris, Ryan line out, they just could get very little into the zone, and at the end of the day, there was going to be no cut-in. Took a quick look, and when he took a quick look and got the puck settled down, he decided to go far side, top shelf, and what a shot by Rick Nash. That's his 5th goal in 6 games, and he is on a roll. Play didn't give them any end zone time. They've got to start getting more on the offense here, and there's the one off the wall, and Chris Phillips is hoping to hold the puck in the zone if he tried to bank it, but the puck took a really high kind of flight, got over the top of him, and when you leave a guy like that much time to settle a puck down and have a look where he's shooting, he's going to pick the corner.
So Ottawa now in get-back mode as they want to get that back. Off the drop, Cam Talbot's mask off.
Well, he has single-handedly tried to create some offense for Ottawa in the last 5 minutes of this game, and he's done a heck of a job doing it. He's cruised up this right side 3 times now. He starts in his own end. He takes the ice that's given to him. Why not? They push him to the outside. He has scored from this spot many a times. He's got a real quick snapshot, and Talbot knows this. I'm sure he's got plenty of film on him. He's held very tight against the post. He's not given that short side at all. But good on Carlson, and maybe one time waste one down low along the pads and see if you can't make a pad pass to somebody who's driving to the net. He needs to have somebody going with him here. You got to have emotion, and you got to have a passion for the game when you're playing it in order to tap it up into the net. Remember the goal where Stepan aerialed it over the top of Phillips, who was trying to hold the blue line. And again, you want to try to create some offense. So again, hold the blue line. And right here, coming down the pinch is CC, and there's just not enough coverage for him. And here's a 2-on-1, and if not for a misfire here by Zuccarello, this game could be 4-1. I mean, that's exactly good play by Brassard. He waits to find the lane, and he waits to put it in the pinwheel, and he lets it rip, but unfortunately, a misfire.
Still down the offside. And Pouliot actually slow to get up after he laid the hit on Stone, who seems none the worse for wear.
Oh, big guy Stone, but again, any passes that are behind you. And when Jason Spezza lays this one across, it gets in behind Stone, so he has to get it back, get it to his forehand, and then try to get the line to dump it in, and that exposes you for a hit. And he took a good hit there by Pouliot, good clean hit, and looked like Pouliot stumbled afterwards and might have hurt himself.
Back out again.
And we'll show you a bit of that difference in what he's learned down in Binghamton and what he's brought with him. Kreider, a real powerful, strong skater, and Cody Ceci not only makes the pivot at the right time, he puts himself on an angle, on that 45-degree angle that just does not allow Kreider to do anything but run into his body. Dislodges the puck and gets it moving to exit the zone. Good solid play by the young defenseman.
Zach Smith and Stepan in the circle.
You know when you come into this situation as a young goaltender, you've got Henrik Lundqvist. And I call Henrik the king of 2 or less. This is what he does when he's playing his best hockey. He allows 2 or less goals. He does it more than any other goaltender. In his last 5 starts, 2 or less, and they're having success. And you know you're not going to get a lot of games. The key is, as a backup for the Rangers, is when you get a game, you got to be ready to play. And that's the one thing.
End of the match.